In this video, we'll reveal the 7 telltale signs that a woman hasn't had sex in a while. What you learn may surprise you, but you'll learn how these signs affect well-being and how to help yourself or someone you care about. Have you ever wondered what happens when a woman goes without sex for a long time? It's more than just a dry spell. There are surprising emotional, mental, and physical changes. I suggest turning on the bell and subscribing if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Before we begin, if you think this topic is fascinating, please leave a 1-star review. If not, leave a 0-star review so I can make better films for you in the future. Your support allows me to continue providing worthwhile information. Let's start with the first emotional withdrawal. Imagine a situation in which days stretch into weeks and weeks into months without the comfort of physical closeness. Eventually, the lack of connection starts to show itself in subtle but significant ways, resulting in emotional withdrawal. Intimacy fosters a deeper emotional connection, not just the absence of the physical act of sex. Without these private moments, we risk feeling increasingly isolated. The intimacy and contact. The exchange of affection encompasses not only physical needs, but also emotional ones. Unmet needs can lead to feelings of isolation and separation from both our partners and ourselves. Additionally, intimacy disrupts the natural flow of oxytocin, often known as the love hormone, and crucial for bonding and emotional closeness. Without this chemical release, our capacity to establish and sustain strong emotional bonds may deteriorate. Not only may this result in a breakup with a partner, but it can also cause us to become emotionally detached from ourselves, which makes it more difficult for us to comprehend or communicate our feelings. Eventually, this emotional retreat may cloud our social interactions, leading to a more circumspect approach. We become less receptive to social interactions and struggle to engage with others. Establish a meaningful connection. In addition, this withdrawal can affect how we perceive ourselves and our place in the world. Without the affirming experience of intimacy, our self-esteem may suffer, leading to feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness. This can perpetuate a cycle of withdrawal, where the fear of rejection or further isolation causes us to pull back even more. In other words, emotional withdrawal is not just a symptom of celibacy. It's a complex, multifaceted experience that affects both our emotional health and social interactions. The first step in treating this withdrawal is realizing it, whether that means finding new methods to connect emotionally, rekindling intimacy with a spouse, or getting help to work through these emotions. Knowing this can enable us to proactively work on mending emotional ties and fostering a sense of connection with people and with ourselves. Secondly, mental fog. Have you ever felt like a cloud is over your head, making it impossible to concentrate or remember simple tasks? This mental haze, sometimes known as cognitive fog, can be a disconcerting and annoying condition. It's similar to trying to find your way through dense mist, where everything appears just a little bit out of reach, and clarity is elusive. Numerous factors can contribute to cognitive fog. Often overlooked is the factor of extended celibacy. Cognitive fog is more than just a momentary loss of focus. It can impair memory recall and problem-solving abilities. This phenomenon can make it difficult to stay on track, finish tasks, or even recall basic information, which can leave one feeling frustrated and self-conscious. Studies indicate that regular sexual activity plays a significant role in boosting brain function. It can feel like the brain is straining against itself to cut through the mental clutter, making a basic task appear overwhelming at times. It improves blood flow, which is essential for cognitive function and neurogenesis, the process by which the brain produces new neurons. The brain may not receive the same level of stimulation when the rhythm of intimacy slows down or stops entirely. A decline in the production of certain hormones and neurotransmitters, such as dopamine and oxytocin, frequently released during sexual activity, can also cause this mental fog. These activities help sharpen our mental faculties, improving our ability to retain information, think creatively, and solve problems effectively. These molecules influence motivation, attention, memory, and other cognitive processes, in addition to causing emotions of pleasure and attachment. If you're still viewing the video and finding these tips useful, do leave a comment below to let me know that you're still doing so. Long-term celibacy can therefore cause a discernible deterioration in mental acuity. Work that used to require little effort may suddenly feel monumental, and concentration may become harder. This can be especially problematic in academic or professional contexts where cognitive performance is essential. In one's personal life, clarity can also influence planning, decision-making, and even day-to-day relationships. The battle with cognitive fog can affect emotional well-being more broadly, since mental clarity reduces frustration-inducing feelings. It's not just about the annoyance of forgetting, despair, and even anxiety. The inability to function at one's peak level or the ongoing struggle to recall basic information can start to wear on one's confidence and lead to a vicious cycle of mental and emotional strain. Understanding the relationship between cell and cognitive function enables us to take proactive measures to ensure our minds remain sharp and focused, regardless of the circumstances. Recognizing cognitive fog as a potential consequence of prolonged celibacy and engaging in activities that stimulate the brain, whether through intimacy, physical exercise, or mental challenges, can help combat this fog. It's crucial to find ways to maintain mental clarity and cognitive health even when sexual activity isn't a regular part of life. Third, insomnia. Consider the following situation. You're lying in bed trying to get comfortable, but no matter how many times you turn your pillow to the cool side or adjust your blankets, sleep still eludes you. You lie there staring at the ceiling, your mind racing with worries and thoughts that you can't seem to stop. The only sounds are the clock ticking and the sheets rustling late at night. Causes a rush of worry as the minutes and finally hours pass, knowing that dawn will arrive soon and bring with it the demands of another day, for which you will feel worn out and unprepared. This is a struggle that you will face every night rather than an infrequent one. People who suffer from insomnia are all too familiar with this. While many people view sex through the lenses of physical pleasure and emotional connection, it also plays a crucial role in maintaining overall health and well-being, but particularly in promoting healthy sleep patterns. During sexual activity, the body engages in a complex interplay of physiological processes that lead to the release of hormones and neurotransmitters, each of which is vital in helping us relax and prepare for sleep. These factors can cause or worsen insomnia. One important element in this process is oxytocin, also known as the love hormone. Sexual activity releases large amounts of oxytocin, especially during an orgasm, and it serves several purposes. Sexual activity releases endorphins, which are potent, naturally occurring chemicals in the brain that act as mood enhancers and pain relievers, in addition to oxytocin. This calming effect is one reason people often feel relaxed and content after sex, making it easier to fall asleep. It also helps strengthen emotional bonds between partners, fostering a sense of intimacy and connection. Exercise typically releases endorphins during physical activity, which counteracts stress and anxiety. Engaging in physical activity, like having sex, also triggers the release of endorphins. These endorphins lower cortisol levels, preventing the body from entering a fight-or-flight state, a common cause of insomnia. Additionally, the physical exertion that comes with having sex functions as exercise, despite it not being as intense as a full workout. Sexual activity can increase heart rate and burn calories, which can tire the body and make it more likely to seek rest later. This physical activity also releases hormones that promote sleep, which can make it much easier to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. However, when sexual activity is absent from a person's life for an extended period of time, the body may struggle to enter a state of relaxation at the end of the day. This can lead to a heightened state of alertness where the body remains alert, but the mind is unable to shut down. Restlessness makes it difficult to fall asleep, and it may also make it more difficult to stay asleep. The impacts of prolonged sleep deprivation can have a wide range of detrimental effects on both physical and mental health, and the implications of insomnia go far beyond simply making you feel weary the next day. Sleep deprivation affects cognitive processes including memory, focus, and decision-making. making it more difficult to carry out daily duties and raising the risk of errors and accidents over time. Lack of sleep can have a cumulative effect on the immune system, leaving the body more vulnerable to infections and disorders. Additionally, it can cause weight gain by disrupting the hormonal balance that regulates appetite and hunger, leading to overindulgence and poor dietary choices. Chronic sleeplessness is also strongly associated with mental health conditions like sadness and anxiety. Anxiety over not being able to sleep exacerbates insomnia, and the aggravation and stress of not being able to sleep can lead to feelings of hopelessness and despair, creating a vicious cycle. It can be challenging to break this cycle without treating the underlying causes, which may include not having sex. It's critical to acknowledge that sexual health is a crucial component of general health, and that ignoring it can have serious repercussions. Understanding the connection between sexual activity and sleep can help achieve this. People can adopt proactive measures to enhance their general well-being and quality of sleep. These measures may include: they can restore intimacy to their relationships, whether with a spouse or through self-care activities that encourage unwinding and stress reduction. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, and the development of a relaxing bedtime routine can facilitate the restoration of balance and promote more restful sleep. If you're still watching this video and find these insights useful, please leave a comment below to let me know that you're still with me. 4. Negative body image in a society where physical appearance frequently reigns supreme. Numerous factors, including the lack of sexual activity, influence insomnia, a complex condition. By addressing these factors and taking steps to nurture sexual health, individuals can break the cycle of insomnia and enjoy the benefits of a good night's sleep, leading to improved health, happiness, and quality of life. Lack of sexual validation can have a profoundly negative impact on how we view ourselves. Photos and messages that promote the idea that our worth is based on how we look are everywhere, and when we don't feel validated, it can lead to self-doubt. Long-term celibacy can erode our self-esteem, making us feel undesired and undesirable in the absence of the affirmations that come from close relationships. It's simple to begin doubting our desirability. These concerns can spread over time and affect how we see ourselves and relate to other people. These emotions have the potential to negatively impact our entire sense of worth the longer they last. The pressure from society to meet rigid beauty standards only makes these emotions worse. Idealized images constantly bombard us, imposing unreasonable expectations on our appearance. If the affirmation from a fulfilling sexual relationship doesn't counter these pressures, it can lead to the development of a poor body image. Rather than experiencing a sense of empowerment and confidence, we can start concentrating on our perceived shortcomings, which can result in a skewed self-image. As we internalize these ideas, our self-esteem suffers greatly. Feeling unattractive or inadequate can make us more self-conscious and reluctant to engage in social situations where we fear judgment based on our appearance. This can lead to a cycle of withdrawal and isolation, further damaging our self-esteem and making it even harder to connect with others before we dive into the next. However, this impact extends beyond our reflection in the mirror to our interactions with others. Okay, may I ask for a small favor? Please hit the like button if you like what you're hearing. Additionally, to stay updated about our upcoming videos, click the subscribe button and ring that bell. Finally, if you just want to say, "I subscribed" in the comments section, I'll make sure to welcome you to our amazing family. Quantity 5. Weakened immune system. Contrary to popular belief, our sexual health significantly strengthens our body's defense mechanisms. While we often associate sex with pleasure and emotional connection, regular sexual activity has a significant impact on our physical health, especially on our immune system. Regular sexual activity is associated with higher levels of immunoglobulin, Ig, an antibody that is crucial for immune function. IgA is one of the body's first lines of defense, helping to ward off infections and illnesses by neutralizing harmful pathogens before they can cause significant harm. However, when intimacy becomes infrequent, our immune system may suffer the consequences. The lack of regular sexual activity means the body may not be producing these beneficial antibodies at the same levels as it would with consistent sexual engagement. This decline can leave us more susceptible to, without this immune-boosting activity, our body's natural defenses weaken, leaving us more vulnerable to common illnesses like colds and the flu, as well as other infections that a robust immune system would typically keep at bay. Longer recovery times, a higher risk of complications from easily treatable illnesses, and a higher frequency of colds can all result from this increased vulnerability. The link between immunological function and sexual activity emphasizes how vital a healthy sexual life is to overall wellness. A compromised immune system has wider effects. Maintaining a healthy and active sexual life is about more than just physical pleasure. It's a crucial component in keeping our immune system strong and resilient. Understanding this connection can help us take proactive steps to prioritize our sexual health as part of a comprehensive approach to overall well-being. Beyond just physical health, compromised immune systems can also affect our energy levels, moods, and overall sense of well-being. We may find ourselves feeling more fatigued, stressed, and unable to cope with the demands of daily life. This can create a vicious cycle where poor health leads to further declines in immune function, making it even harder to break free from the grip of frequent illnesses. Silent stress, the sixth factor that contributes to premature aging, can harm our bodies in various ways. If left unchecked, this force can enter every element of our health and gradually erode our vitality. Extensive celibacy can exacerbate chronic stress, which has the sneaky capacity to accelerate the aging process, harming us both internally and externally. It's common to ignore how sexual activity helps mitigate this process. Studies have demonstrated that regular sexual activity can help lower stress levels, enhance emotional well-being, and promote relaxation. When we have sex, our bodies create oxytocin and endorphins, which counteract stress hormones, encourage a feeling of contentment and connection. Additionally, the psychological advantages of having sex can improve our general perspective on life, making us more resilient to stress. A satisfying sexual life can protect us from the psychological effects of stress and help us feel young and energetic as we age. People often overlook the importance of a healthy sexual life in promoting emotional well-being and resilience to life's stresses. Stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone known as the stress hormone, which our bodies need in small amounts to promptly respond to threats or challenges. Long-term increases in cortisol levels can have disastrous consequences. Constant cortisol release can set off a chain reaction of detrimental effects, one of which is inflammation, oxidative strain, and harm to cells. These activities wear down the body's natural defenses and repair mechanisms, which is one of the main causes of premature aging. If you're still viewing the video and finding these ideas useful, please let me know by leaving a comment below. For example, inflammation is the body's reaction to perceived dangers, but if it persists over an extended period of time, it can cause a variety of age-related illnesses. An imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body can lead to oxidative stress, a byproduct of chronic stress that accelerates the aging process from within. Cellular damage from these processes not only affects how we feel but also how we look, manifesting as visible signs of aging like wrinkles, sagging skin, and a loss of youthful appearance. As the years go by, our bodies may carry the weight of this accumulated stress. Fine lines and wrinkles on the outside are frequently the most obvious indicators of aging, but the inside toll can be far more troubling. Reduced vigor. We may gradually lose the enthusiasm and energy that once characterized our lives, giving way to a persistent tiredness, a diminished zest for life, and a general sense of lethargy that intensifies the burden of daily tasks. Long-term celibacy might exacerbate these problems by depriving the body of the frequent sexual activity-induced, natural, stress-relieving processes. Intimate moments release endorphins and oxytocin hormones, which counteract cortisol's effects and encourage relaxation. Weight gain at number 7. While we often think of sex as a form of intimacy and pleasure, regular sexual activity also serves as a form of physical exercise, burning calories, toning muscles, and supporting overall fitness, even though it's more enjoyable than traditional workouts. When this form of exercise is absent from our lives, the effects can manifest as unwanted changes to our body composition. Physical inactivity due to a lack of sexual activity can be a surprising yet significant contributor to weight gain. Depending on its length and intensity, sexual activity can burn a significant amount of calories. Over time, these calories can add up and support both physical health and weight management. Eliminating this calorie expenditure from our routine, especially without replacing it with other physical activity, may lead to a shift in the body's energy balance and gradual weight gain. In addition to the loss of this calorie-burning activity, emotional eating can become a coping mechanism for those experiencing prolonged celibacy. A lack of intimacy can leave an emotional void, prompting some people to turn to food, especially high-calorie, unhealthy options, for comfort. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please leave a comment below to let me know you're still following along. This type of emotional eating, often motivated by stress, loneliness, or dissatisfaction, can compound the effects of physical inactivity. These changes in body composition can be depressing and may have an adverse effect on self-esteem, making it even harder to resume activities that support a healthy lifestyle, such as physical exercise and intimacy. The vicious cycle of weight gain and mental anguish can spiral out of control. The more weight acquired, the more difficult it is to make changes in one's physical and mental health. Rebuilding intimacy through honest discussion about sexual needs and desires can help address these issues holistically, putting an emphasis on both physical and emotional well-being. This can also help restore physical activity, which promotes weight management. Fostering self-compassion and acceptance is also essential because it enables people to approach their health journey with a positive mindset rather than one of shame or guilt. Regular exercise, whether it be through traditional workouts, active hobbies, or rekindled intimacy, is essential to maintaining a healthy weight and improving overall well-being. By adopting a comprehensive approach that takes into account both the physical and emotional aspects of health, people can work toward a healthier and more fulfilling sexual life and, as a result, better overall health. As we've discussed, the effects of prolonged celibacy on the mind and body are complex and wide-ranging, ranging from emotional withdrawal and cognitive fog to weakened immune function, premature aging, and even weight gain. We want to know what you learned from this video and how you'll apply it. Your insights may just be able to assist others on a similar journey. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support enables us to continue producing educational and empowering content. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.